What got you dancing? How did you start?
Well, like many other children, I loved to jump around to music and was always moving, and so my parents thought it might be a good idea to stick me in dance classes. I started ballet and tap at 5 years old using a very well-known structured syllabus that gave me a great technical foundation. I carried on with my ballet and tap examinations, but I became very interested in other styles. And I found my true love at 16 years old, and when I started dancing jazz dance. Modern dance gave me a chance to express who I was, my full capacity as a dancer, gave me much more scope for different kinds of performance opportunities, and I just was 100% involved in dance from that point onwards.
兩個小朋友啦，喺2歲嘅時候咧就 join 咗 Sonia 個 BB 跳舞班，咁嗰陣時佢好開心啦，玩得好開心啦，咁小朋友同埋導師之間咧好多接觸㗎，咁而阿 Sonia 同埋佢嘅導師咧都好有耐心啦，好識得同小朋友相處啦，亦都令到兩個小朋友咧對跳舞咧好有興趣。
咁另外咧，其實有小朋友喺嗰個跳舞嘅過程中咧，咁除咗學到大小肌肉嘅訓練之外啦，咁其實都可以學到個社交啊，同老師溝通嗰種嘅過程嘅。咁當中其實我小朋友最大嘅得着，其實佢哋好開心喺阿 Sonia 每一年嘅一個年終嘅表演啦，咁同埋有時喺啲商場嘅表演裏面咧，都可以得到好大嘅滿足感。咁呢兩個小朋友係喺呢個過程裏面可以獲得到最大嘅個感覺。
Because you can get creative.
Because it's fun. Because I like the show. It's fun and interesting.
Because I can meet friends.
Because the teachers are really nice.
It makes me more flexible.
I like dancing.
Ian，你中唔中意 Sonia 度跳舞啊？
我好中意，因為可以同同學仔一齊好開心咁樣跳舞。
Ivan 咧 ，Ivan 你中唔中意啊？
我中意。
你最中意乜嘢咧？
有表演。
有表演係喎。
How many years did you perform until you decided that you had a passion for teaching as well?
Well, what I did after school is I joined a performing arts school that had a very performance-based philosophy. So the second year you go on tour for a year. So I travelled around New Zealand dancing the whole year, and that gave me a very strong indication of how much I enjoyed the performance side of dance as opposed to other elements that are involved with the dance world. After 1 year of performing professionally in a tour, I decided that I really wanted to give back something to the community as a whole, and I moved to South America to work with underprivileged children. And I became really involved in some organisations there that taught English in schools. So I became a first and second grade teacher, from a dancer to a first grade teacher. But I discovered at that moment my pure passion for kids and for teaching.
Well, my daughter Alyssa, she really enjoys doing jazz with Sonia Heron, Canada Jazz. She just absolutely loves it. I like them. We like them so much because they're not a commercialised dancing school. They actually have genuine interests in the students and the capabilities. And another big reason why we really like Academy of Jazz is because of Miss Sonia, Miss Kaylee, and all the teachers. They are just wonderful. They are talented, they're professional, and yet they're very down to earth and very, very friendly. I've witnessed how fantastic they are in coming up with these creative and fun visualizations that kids can relate to. And this really helps the kids to learn their new steps and also have fun at the same time. Look, they have free trial classes, and I think you should go and see for yourself.
When you came to Hong Kong, did you think that the dance industry was lacking, which is why you found the need to start a dance school?
What I found was that I have a lot of passion for teaching young children in a creative and expressive way, and getting the children, every single child, to express themselves and come outside of themselves a little bit and have confidence and the ability to show the world what's inside of them. And dance was just a tool that I felt I was using to give the kids a chance to express themselves. in growing as a business, we have seen that the kids who have both the talent and the discipline to pursue dance ongoing have been able to see many opportunities to perform in higher levels. And we're looking at future programs where they can go and perhaps travel with dance, where they can join well-known institutions here in Hong Kong, such as the Hong Kong Academy of Performing Arts. And we have every year, without fail, produced an annual show where every single child gets a chance to shine. Right now, what I've discovered is that as long as we input into our staff and our team members and the parents at the studio and the kids, we're growing together as a family, actually, a dance family, where I think there is a sense of loyalty, a sense of feeling like we belong to something, and we've changed from being just a dance provider that kind of is running some classes to being really a dance family.
Back in India, in Bombay, I used to work with a company called The Dance Works, funny enough. I used to train the Bollywood actresses there, ran open classes for the public, adults. But something in me wanted to break out of the Indian dance scene and go abroad and dance. So I had the opportunity to audition for the Hong Kong Academy for Performing Arts. That's when I took the leap to become a professional dancer. The training in the school was very, very rigorous. I spent 3 years almost, with sores on my feet and crying every day. And I realized that what I missed from back home was the fact that I would teach students. And I missed that very much because being a dancer is a lot about just yourself. Self-development, and not so much about giving back to anyone except for when you're on stage and when your effort is appreciated by the audience, when you have given them a great performance. So while I was in Hong Kong, I found the Academy of Jazz and I wrote Sonia and I said, I love dance, I love kids, I love jazz, give me a job. So that's when I had an audition a teaching audition at the Academy of Jazz, and this was 3 years ago. I went to her school, taught a hip-hop class. I was like, oh god, I wish I could have taught a jazz class. I'm better at that. Sorry, I'm just being honest. But anyhow, and one thing led to another, and I've been with Sonia ever since there, and I believe in the ethos of the Academy of Jazz very strongly. At the Academy of Jazz, we really work hard on the development of each child. All the teachers know each of the kids, not only the kids, they know their parents, they know what they like, what they don't like, what subject they like, which student is confident, which student needs more help. For me, the most important thing is I am aware that not every child will be a dancer when they grow up. But the most important thing for me to give them is the confidence to know that they can be whatever they want to in life. And I know dance helps them achieve that, because dance will teach you body language, it teaches you confidence, it teaches you so many invaluable lessons that you can never learn in a math class or a science class. And that's why we as dance teachers play a huge role in the development of every child. It's like home. A lot of the teachers are my friends, and I know that each one of them is so committed to doing what they do and they love their jobs. What is the future for Academy of Jazz? Where do you see it in the next 5 years?
That's a big question. We have so many things in the pipelines. I cannot even hold back my excitement for the kinds of projects and opportunities that have come my way. Especially in the last 6 months, I have to be honest, that the doors have been opening wide for me. I do see us collaborating with other companies who require our services. However, what we do have is a great team who are willing to work together and to pursue opportunities for the kids to develop and to keep developing and to not stop once they get to a certain level, but to push through the barriers and to keep working and to keep pursuing dance. Some of these students I hope would one day pursue dance as a career. And for the ones who don't, I hope that it brings them the confidence, the sense of loving themselves, loving the body that they've been given, being able to express themselves, being able to use their bodies to tell stories and to share with the world what's inside of them. That's the number one thing for our future is the kids.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Sonia.
Thank you.
I really appreciate your time.